What shall we ask the tarot today? I have my Ask the Tarot Love and Abundance Edition Oracle deck that I designed myself. There is a link in my bio to several decks that I've designed and also to same day readings. But in the meantime, what shall we ask the tarot today? What is the potential of this relationship? Let's pull Oracle and then we will pull Tarot. So Spirit, what can you tell us about the potential of this relationship, please? What can you tell us about the potential of this relationship, please? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got New Beginnings, Prediction, Obsession, BDI, and Circadian. This is interesting as I'm very much getting twin flame vibes, especially with this Circadian card. Look at the hairs that we see on this card. It does tend to have that runner-chaser dynamic. The push and the pull. One where you may block and then unblock. Message and then ghost. That's the energy of who I am reading for. With the New Beginnings card, it is showing that there may be a new cycle about to begin. And underneath that, I do see the Alchemy card, which is absolutely what you would want if there is to be a new beginning. Alchemy is talking about a shift and a change, and being able to transmute energy. I have absolutely said this in other readings, that we very much get caught up in the romantic side of a twin flame dynamic. But actually one of the main purposes of a twin flame dynamic is one that causes you to shift, to change, to transmute into the very best version of yourself. And most twin flames go through massive spiritual change and growth. It's quite interesting if you are not in very much communication, if you're in this blocking phase or this ghosting phase, then we still have this BDI card. And you can probably feel that they are watching you in some way, probably on social media, and chances are you are also doing the same. Certainly in the earlier stages of a twin flame dynamic, there is this obsession between one another, and even when you have triggered one another, there is this magnetic pull, and it can really dominate your thoughts. Those who have been on the journey a little bit longer really have to work hard at releasing that. As in this instance with the obsession and the BDI coming out together, it can create a very unhealthy pattern if you are not able to overcome it. I've been there, so I do understand, and I know it's not easy. However, it can be done. And by doing this, it gives you this opportunity for a new beginning. One where perhaps the cycle between you will be elevated and healthier. I also feel that your intuition is telling you about this relationship and about the potential of it here with the prediction card. And often it is that inner knowing that keeps us continually pressing forward. Let's move to Tarot. Spirit, can we have a look at the potential of this relationship, please? The potential of this relationship for the viewer and the person that they are thinking of. What do we need to know about the potential of this? Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have got the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Four of Wands. I told you it was a twin flame dynamic. The Star card and the Two of Wands. So let's start here with this Four of Wands card. It is very beautiful, and it is often known as the 1111 card, the card of divine counterparts. Now you don't see it quite so well in this particular deck, but you will see the two pillars here and the two pillars here look like sets of 11s, which again could be very indicative of your spiritual awakening, as many on this path and journey do start seeing repetitive angel numbers, and each one of them does have a message for you. But as far as using this as a prediction card, for the potential of this relationship. We can see this castle in the center. It very much looks like a fairy tale castle. And do I personally believe in happily ever afters? Absolutely. I believe in miracles, and it even shows up within this deck here. If we look at one of the words here in the middle, what does it say? It says hope, renewal, and miracles. So the potential for this outcome between you is one of intense healing. And with the star here, it is saying that this is something that wishes are made of. It is your destiny and your birthright to have your fairy tale relationship and your happily ever after. This is a card that speaks of a gathering, a ceremony, such as a wedding or a hand fasting. Something that is very secure. It speaks of having a home together. And you see in the center, there's this tiny little sliver of a moon. To me, that is your intuition. And sometimes you may be hanging on by a thread for this outcome, but your intuition tells you that it shall be so. Like all cards, the Three of Cups has many meanings. And when it comes in combination with the Four of Wands, I do see it as a card of celebration. So we had spoken of marriage or of hand fasting. And this does again feel like blessings being poured upon you. And do you see how this one is holding up their cup, as if in expectation of what is to come? They have true faith and belief that this is going to be manifest for them. And I can almost hear some of you saying, yes, but when? And for each of you, it is going to be different. There are many lessons that need to be learned along this journey. And if there was one piece of advice that I would give to you, as someone who has been on this journey and on this path, then I genuinely would say to you, enjoy the journey and not just the destination. The experiences and the lessons that you are having are not usual. It is a rare experience, and there is so much growth that you personally will experience. You will not be the same person who you were prior to this. And again, I would say to have a very clear mindset of what it is that you desire. Although not necessarily a traditional meaning of the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands to me has always been a card that speaks of mental manifestation, of having a very clear vision of the outcome. And that's it. You don't need to know how. The how will come step by step. But that clarity sends out a message to the universe of what it is that you desire. And then you have to have the strength to hold that thought and watch and see as the universe transforms around you and you quantum jump into the reality that you have visualized for yourself. If you don't already do this, then I would suggest you writing down or journaling. Do you see this person has paper in their hand? The mere act of writing is an act of manifestation in and of itself. It is putting your thoughts to paper into something physical. The bottom of the deck, we had the Queen of Swords energy. And the Queen of Swords is incredibly direct. She does not waver. She knows the truth and holds it steady. I am really noticing how she is looking at the owl. Her focus is there. And if we were to look at the symbolic meaning of the owl and what that could mean towards your potential, not only do owls carry so much wisdom, but we don't see their ears. Although they have the sharpest of hearing, they do not have an outer ear. They have an inner ear. And yet, out of all animals, their hearing is said to be the best. And this could be likened to your sixth sense that we had spoken about here with the prediction card, a knowing, a forecast or prophecy. So listen to your inner knowing. Of course, this is a collective reading, and if you would like to learn about what the potential is of your relationship, then there is a link in my bio to same-day readings, or join me on a Zoom call and we can look at many of your questions together.